Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is TBR Schmitt and this is my wife Samantha.
Hello.
And today we're watching episodes 3 and 4 of The Sopranos. What'd you think of the first 2 episodes?
Strong start
Yeah.
to the season. Really excited just from the comments on YouTube, Patreon, messages we've gotten. A lot of people think this may be their favorite season.
Yeah, I mean, every comment we get says that every season is amazing.
Yeah.
So there's not really a bad season, but season 3 does seem to stand out among the rest.
Right. And we love the first 2 seasons so much, so like I can't even imagine it getting better because it's just so good already.
Right. But the first 2 episodes of season 3 were some of the most jam-packed story-wise that we've seen so far for the start of a season. So I can't imagine just how much more complex and interesting this season's going to become.
Right. So Livia is unfortunately gone. Not unfortunately that Livia's gone, but unfortunately that we don't have Nancy anymore.
Right.
It looks like Janice might be back, and then we got the introduction of Ralphie, who seems to be trouble.
Yeah, he does seem to be trouble.
Yeah.
So the introduction of new characters, old characters returning, still the same old amazing Sopranos.
Yep. So I'm excited.
So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you would like to interact with us on our Twitch, Instagram, or Twitter, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, let's get into the episodes.
Paulie, what's up?
Forget that betting, Paula.
I'll be there.
Prissy!
He seems excited.
He told me to look sharp and meet him at Modell's in half an hour.
Oh, his promotion?
You're giving notice today.
You wish. I'm so proud of you.
That would be cool.
I'm worried, that's all.
You've seen too many movies.
Worried about what? Him leaving her or him dying or...
Yeah, maybe something going south.
You look good. Shoot your cuffs.
I don't like the front seat. I never liked the front seat.
Because you can get strangled from the back.
Where we going, Sil?
I mean, it's Christopher, so I think he's fine, but...
Yeah.
He sat on one ass cheek the whole way.
He's just terrified.
All right, let's get started.
Aww.
All right, finish up over there.
Yeah, what's that?
Like a theater.
Oh.
Bring it to him, he'll solve. You stay within the family. Give me your hand.
Whoa.
Blood.
Yeah, blood. Is that a bad sign? Black Raven?
May I burn in hell.
I betray my friends.
Christopher, don't panic.
Huh.
Who's this guy next to him, though?
Yeah, I don't know.
Doing really good this year with the sportsman.
Yeah, it's been good.
I'm gonna give it to you, my boy.
Wow. So now he has sports?
My only problem in life. I gotta kick my points to that man over there. There's a 6G minimum every week.
$6,000 a week?
How do you know about that? The fuck over there in New York?
Everybody knows.
Damn.
Julius Caesar was an epileptic.
I'm epileptic.
Is the psychiatrist helping?
Oh, you know about that too?
Oh, they know everything?
Be a better friend to yourself.
I appreciate your concern, really.
Ugh.
I don't know how to feel about that. So
I mean, that felt like it was coming from a good place.
yeah, it did. But still.
My name's Jane Mansfield, and I want to be a movie star.
Just the way he looks at her.
Got a phone call. Drew. They wanted to know when you were coming home.
Oh, yeah, is that her fiance?
Is that your so-called fiancé?
He's 19, actually, and he can go all night.
This is gross.
I just don't want to push Svetlana.
Yeah, well, I talked to her. He's moving out tomorrow.
Aww.
Aw.
I better go pack.
That's what she wanted, Svetlana out. She just made as much of a mess here as she possibly could.
Tony just doesn't want to deal with it.
Exactly.
So.
He's like, fuck it. Brand new car. Still got the tags on the window or whatever. Now he has his little soldier.
Soft drinks of choice.
Oh, that's Jackie's son.
Take away Tony Soprano. He's a 0 with shoes. Yeah, but he's wearing a stripe now.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're gonna have a problem already.
Congratulations.
There you go.
They got the coffee house. I mean, who's gonna stop you? Campus security?
What do you tell him about that?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Take that shit outside. I know where you live. You hear what I said?
Good job, Christopher.
I sound like an asshole, but I really can't be seen in a place like this anymore.
Jackie's son looks to be a problem.
If you're really ready to commit to mental health, we'll have to delve deeper, focus.
What have they been doing this whole time?
My daughter brought home a black. I told them to stay the fuck away from my daughter, and they left.
And then you passed out.
Yeah. 50?
Yeah, it's gotta be so uncomfortable for her.
The connection between your anxiety attacks and me.
What was it again?
You're doing so well until he got that call.
Yeah.
You should have laid off some of the action to Philadelphia. Paulie did it all the time.
You see him here?
Can't handle the pressure.
Go football with.
Mom said to tell you she's waiting for the meat.
Is he gonna have another attack with this meat?
I promised his old man I'd try to keep him out of this shit. You watch out for Jackie, okay?
Now he needs to watch Jackie Jr.?
Say it to this kid. That's because I'm in love with his mom.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Cheerleaders, any hotties, huh? There's no cheerleaders for freshman ball.
Okay.
Mario Batali string beans with Parmesan.
She always makes me so freaking hungry.
I know, right?
Meadow, hi babe.
Who is it?
It's Meadow. What are you doing?
Just said Meadow.
You want to talk to your father? He's outside.
Burning a cross.
Oh.
Hello?
My mother there?
Jackie, where are you?
I can't make it.
Not coming?
Fuck it.
It's quite a response.
You know what? I'll bring it up to Tony. Maybe he'll sit him down for a heart-to-heart.
Ew.
Paulie.
Doesn't have your money.
Yeah, how is this gonna go?
This is unacceptable.
It's $4,000 there, Paulie. I'll have the other two in a couple of days. But I learned a valuable lesson.
It's gonna cost you another 2 G's as a reminder not to fuck it up.
Oh.
I make myself clear?
Sports is hard, though. You can't predict the games.
Well, and he should have listened to the people around him if he clearly doesn't really know what he's doing.
Yeah. It's gotta be easier to sell drugs, though, than gamble on sports. Yeah. Meeting with Tony.
And Furio.
Sit down.
I feel like no matter what Tony says, he's not going to be receptive.
No.
You want a drink?
It's got quite an attitude.
And I got some bad news for you. Look at me. Look at me.
Yeah, come on here.
Your uncle was a rat.
No fucking way.
Sit down. Sit the fuck down.
He's going with that?
You think I'm the only one that knows this about Richie? You ask anybody.
That was their cover story.
Doctor's a very powerful position.
You know how hard you have to work to get your MD?
Well, you're not gonna drop out of Rutgers, are you?
I don't think he's even in there.
I only did it because my dad was sick.
He never wanted this life for you. I don't want it for my son either.
Oh yeah, he's playing football. Does anyone even know he's playing football?
I don't know.
What is this, girls?
Oh yeah, he's there at the game.
Pacino played already. Put my kid in.
Oh. Nothing.
Anthony's going in.
Maybe have your helmet on?
Yeah.
Okay, defense, 41 stack.
What does he play on defense?
Oh, I feel like... Was that him with the hit?
I don't think so.
Uh-oh.
No, I think he recovered the fumble.
But is he okay?
Yeah, I'm sure he's fine. Maybe he has a concussion.
Yeah, his helmet wasn't even on properly.
My son.
Man, is that the first time he's ever said that?
You should be riding high after what you did on the field today.
Want to play some Nintendo?
When are you gonna throw that friggin' thing out the friggin' window?
Come on, that's what he wanted.
All right, play Nintendo.
He wants to play with you.
Yeah.
Let's go to Stewart's.
Yeah?
Just wants to hang out with you, Tony.
Got mustard on his shirt.
I need you home, Tony, for dinner.
Pass some potatoes, please.
Anthony, the potatoes?
Oh. Yeah, what's going on with Anthony?
You said either Harvard or West Point.
No way I'd ever have said that.
I think you did.
Can we eat with the TV on?
No.
I gotta take that. My busy season.
My busy season.
Is Mom there?
Is that Meadow? Can I talk?
Yeah, you can have her.
Oh, wow, he wants to talk to Meadow?
Bill's children going to live with their mother, end of week.
Oh, good. I'm glad she's not leaving just quite yet.
I cannot give records back. Possession is 9/10 of law.
I can make you understand how much those records mean to me.
Yeah, monetarily.
Just promise me you'll sleep on it.
I don't think she's gonna bend on this.
No. Why would you if you already know how valuable they are?
Stupid fucking Range Rover, which you shouldn't have even bought if you couldn't afford it. Ow!
That's true.
I'm sorry.
The promotion comes with extra responsibility. Wow, Janice, did you fucking steal her leg?
Janice! Janice! Чтоб ты сгорела заживо!
No way. I would just tell Tony. Her fucking sister stole my leg.
Эта ёбаная кабаниха спиздила мою ногу!
$300.
I ain't using, Chris, I got
Damn. Resorting to just beating up random people for money now?
She brings old leg.
I'm getting married. Did you know?
You told me.
Oh, she's getting married?
Janice put any food in there?
Your mother's meat delivery still is coming every week.
Meat delivery.
Я разговаривала с дядей Мишей, помнишь его ухажер?
Is this gonna trigger an attack? Uh-oh.
Тогда говорят, серьезно.
Does meat bring back bad memories?
Oh, wait, please, what are you gonna do?
Oh, what the? Oh.
What did I fucking tell you?
For how much? A couple $100? You cut off his hand or fingers?
That's traumatic for anyone to witness.
Actually, it wasn't. It was a rush, if you want to know the truth.
Dinner's ready.
Watching some Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, it sounds like it, right?
He owed me money and he refused to pay. That's why you should never gamble, Anthony.
Okay, that's a good lesson.
You should never gamble.
I mean, that's a pretty powerful lesson. If you gamble, your pinky's gonna get cut off.
Look at those juices.
Oh.
The lady loves her meat.
These are your kids.
I feel like it's kind of disturbing that he just is fine with the fact that he just cut someone's pinky off.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
He's been passing out since then?
Probably the only time your old man got laid.
Probably. Do you think that your mother questioned why the meat was free?
Definitely not.
You might be called upon to bring home the bacon.
It's all grossly connected.
We've made real progress today to write down any thoughts or associations.
That was one of the, biggest breaks they've had.
Yeah.
I gotta bring these things over to Med. Can I come?
Hey, we're watching the game.
Why does he want to hang out with Meadow so much?
It's nice he wants to visit his sister.
You're right. I'll get my shoes.
Oh, Tony, you are not welcome.
But if you want to make a big scene at your daughter's new college, then comb your hair and come right along. Or better yet, cut her off.
Wow, Carm. Just do whatever
She's
you want,
trying to
Tony.
protect her from herself.
I'll
probably watch the game.
Yeah, the next time you guys see each other should maybe be at home.
Yeah.
With an apology.
I would like a word with my daughter.
Not going anywhere unless she wants me to.
This is way too awkward.
I'm going to Litchfield, Connecticut, to the weekend home of some friends of Noah's parents.
That was all bad.
Yeah.
So did she want Tony to come?
Yeah, that was... It feels like she brought Noah there...
For Tony.
Yeah.
Is he thinking about his own college experience, maybe?
If you see some karmic connection between your taking my mother's records...
Karma?
This cunt is gonna be sorry she ever fuck with me.
I believe her.
Well, you better hope you have all your shit out of here, because I'm calling the locksmith.
I thought Tony was gonna talk to her.
We were gonna jack a benefit concert out there tonight.
You make it work without Dino?
It was my fucking idea.
This is not good.
No.
Tony wanted Christopher to watch him, not to bring him in.
There's so many people there. They're all smarter than me. Bunch of freaks.
What?
Lost the way.
What did he even say?
I don't know. Let's still eat?
Oh, maybe.
Under no circumstances move this car or your life will not be worth shit.
So they're posing as college students now? What the fuck?
Don't go in there, no one gets shot.
So they're robbing a concert? I thought it was a coffee shop.
Benefit concert, you know that.
Is that all there is? I'll fucking blow your head.
Oh my god, the cops.
Did he fucking hit someone? Also, was that Perez Hilton or whatever, that tabloid guy?
Oh, it kind of looked like him.
Didn't know he was an actor.
Hit it!
That was terrible. So
Yeah.
just to make up for the sports betting, he robs a concert and maybe gets someone shot?
And a benefit concert at that.
Spend your fucking time chasing it instead of making money.
Welcome to the NFL, rookie. Go home. Get some sleep.
Yeah, can he swap jobs? The gambling seems way too stressful.
That's probably why he gave it to him.
Yeah.
I specifically told Christopher to leave the kid the fuck out.
Just telling you what I know.
Uh-oh.
Not good. Oh, God, Christopher, this is horrible for you.
He's having a hard enough time as it is. When's he gonna grow up?
Got so much pressure.
When the call came, he brought his A game. And that's why I'm naming him defensive captain.
Whoa!
It's a freshman?
All right.
Uh-oh.
Let's hit those showers.
Doesn't look very happy.
Oh no.
Brandon, you all right?
Fuck, just like Dad.
Hello.
Tony, it's me. Don't hang up.
She called their house?
I think you're drinking and dialing. I can smell the vanilla stoli from here.
My poor cousin still is not having her prosthetic.
Oh yeah.
I miss you so much.
Don't ever call here again.
Isn't she supposed to be getting married?
I so wish to Christ you hadn't taken him back.
I took you back.
They're seeing each other again?
Is that no? Looks good.
Did you bring your log?
My log?
Oh yeah, I was supposed to write down.
I'm sorry I didn't bring the list. I'll bring it next week.
It was so close with a breakthrough.
Yeah.
And backing down again.
She was like all hyped about it too.
He shies away from anything that requires effort, and I think maybe he picks that up from me.
Do they know he passed out?
I don't know.
She indulges him.
Oh no.
Wow, straight to her therapist.
I know Richard's right. I should get Tony Soprano. Oh, shit.
Ooh, that was the first time she said it.
Now you've medicated Soprano properly. It's time to send him on to a behaviorist.
I mean, that was one of the next steps. Or are they going to find the microphone? Oh no, this is Janice looking for the money.
I'm getting calls at my house from her cousin.
Those old albums, they're a window into my soul.
Shut up, you just want to sell them.
I'm making a documentary.
Are you kidding? You're gonna sell them on the internet.
Like the minute I'm out of here, you're not gonna have contractors downstairs tearing apart the walls.
Isn't she supposed to owe Tony at least one favor?
Yeah.
I know it's tough on you. I'm the guy that's dating your mom. I'm only here so I don't have to hear her bitching and crying.
He has an attitude with everyone.
You're collecting on my fucking roots. You gotta pay me a use fee.
Why do you provoke me, huh?
Is he trying to look tough?
He'll fuck your wife until she moans.
You bring my wife into this?
Huh? Put it down. Get the fucking back.
Oh, great.
Let's go, kid.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's just the type of mentorship he needs.
I'm a mess here with the moving. Come in, I'll get John.
With the moving, are they new?
We were sitting with Carmine all night long. You never once mentioned you bought a place in Jersey.
Is this Carmine's brother or something?
I don't know.
I got no intention of sticking my beak in. I mean, there's our family, and then there's the Soprano family. Strange land out here.
Yeah, some competition maybe moving in?
And it sounds like he's not interested, but he says that now.
Right, that might change.
That's some news you're not gonna like. I'm putting a friend in over there as captain.
Ooh, he's taking Ralphie's job?
You got some bad tendencies, Ralphie, and I sympathize, because I got them too.
Is this like the equivalent of just being let go?
I mean, I think it's just being looked over for promotion.
I think you're ready to move on to behavior modification therapy.
Getting rid of him.
And when it gets hard, you pawn me off on somebody else.
Something for you to think about.
She's not going to be able to go through with it.
I told you I would discharge him, and I will.
Who's that guy?
I'm going into the garage. I'm gonna lose you. I'll see you later.
Do not like this.
No, not at all.
Shut up. Don't turn around.
Oh!
Shut up.
Oh, shit.
Shut up.
Jeez. Yeah, did she get a scratch or something?
You're all right. You're gonna be all right.
That was so graphic.
Yeah.
Did they tell you that they caught him?
Oh, did they?
Of course, the jerk is denying it, but he had our Palm Pilot.
Who is he?
Jesus Rossi. No priors.
No priors?
Cancel Tuesday's appointment.
Nothing serious, I hope.
A little car accident, but I'm fine.
Jeez.
I know talking on the phone upsets you, but I need to cancel our next appointment.
Gotta cancel on everyone.
That was your therapist.
Why don't you just announce it on WFAN? Go find some dust.
Find some dust.
She was in a car accident. She has to cancel your next appointment.
What happened?
I don't know. She didn't say.
I hope Tony gets to the bottom of this.
You would come into my therapy, give you a perspective on the panic attacks. And
This is huge.
Sure. Not now. She's sick.
They said they'd call and they want us to calm down.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll be able to ID him.
Richard, what
She
happened?
isn't even Pearsall. She's moved over to juvie.
What?
So you just let him go? Are you fucking crazy? Yes, I do need to use this kind of language.
They just let him go?
Somebody misplaced the evidence kit for a little while or something. I don't know what the fuck they did.
No way.
Did they just let him out until the trial because I can identify him?
What? No one was even gonna tell her?
Right?
I don't understand what's going on. I don't know what you people did, but I can identify him.
This is insane.
You blame me for what happened, don't you?
Well, how many times did I tell you to call the security guard?
Oh, what the fuck?
If I hadn't have been on the phone with you, I would have seen that guy in the stairwell.
Yeah, if you want to play what ifs.
Any misdeed by an Italian somehow damages your self-esteem. Or maybe you don't have enough.
You could not have handled that situation worse.
But now it's gonna come to the point where, is she gonna tell Tony?
I hope she does. The police fucked up.
But I don't think that she'll ever be able to forgive herself if that happens. Like, if Tony finds out a different way.
Maybe.
Jenny Sacramone. What she needs is her own zip code.
I like a woman you can grab onto something.
Two guys can fuck her at the same time and still never meet.
Oh, hopefully you didn't hear anything.
A self-perpetuating revenue base, the destination attraction of the tri-state area and beyond.
Wow, do they have a cut of this?
He's worth every cent of his cut. Fucking drywall contracts alone.
Wow.
Sounds like a big payday for him.
I just want to go find that bastard, kill him with these hands, Jen. But I can't. They'd put me in jail. That's how messed up things are.
Seems worth it.
I know why I'm here, and I apologize. I won't let it happen again.
Oh, no, don't talk here.
I fucking asked you to watch out for Jackie Jr. I specifically said.
Oh, no.
Now I gotta hear about some joint on campus, and Jackie's a part of it.
Let me tell you something, T. He was an asset.
Don't say too much.
Handled himself very good. No cowboy shit, nothing.
Leave him out of it.
He's the heir apparent.
Oh, no. They're taking all of this.
Look, I promised his old man. I love you. You're a good boy.
That wasn't too much. Like, they didn't say anything super specific.
No.
Whose moniker is that?
I'm not sure it is a moniker.
Oh, my God. It's got to be traumatic. Is there no other way into the office?
It's okay. It's just your,
It's okay. Sorry.
Come on, Tony. Figure this out.
Maybe you came back to work too soon.
It's better for me to be busy.
That's not a common thing for a car accident.
I promised you that. Don't make this hard on me, Jackie. I already got one son to bust my balls.
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for you.
Whoa, watch out.
African Americans go to Columbia, Dad. Some of them are my friends.
Man, this is going to be a long issue between them.
Come into the city, we'll do sushi.
You just remember what we talked about.
Aren't you forgetting that? Oh, no.
Oh, shit. She knows where he works now. Like me trying to play the guitar. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Is this the leg?
Oh, these are the Russians?
Repent on yourself.
Do you know who my brother is?
What did you say?
Motherfucker!
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Had to remember my mother by what could possibly mean to her. A few pennies.
You were going to sell them immediately. Tony already told you not to mess with the Russians. Jeez, do we need to see this again?
Oh my God!
Oh. Is that like a dream about getting revenge?
Yeah.
A Rottweiler, Elliot. Big head, massive shoulders.
Tony?
Used by the Roman armies to guard their camps. Who could I sick on that son of a bitch? I could have that asshole squashed like a bug if I wanted.
Maybe that gives her some sort of comfort or relief or something? I mean, one phone call to Tony, that guy's dead.
I told you not to mess with those people.
The man I love died.
No, he's in witness protection.
This is all I fucking need. Thanks, Janice. I'm gonna have to get payback.
Oh, really?
Every time I hear your voice on that phone, I know it's gonna cost me.
So now he has to go to war with the Russians because of Janice?
When did I get like this? You really want to know?
When Richie died.
You were horrible before that.
I feel born again in the Lord.
God, this house.
You already got one.
Fighting terrorism, that's what we should do.
How about that fucking...
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Oh, Jennifer, I don't know what you're gonna do.
Just tell Tony.
And I've been thinking about your behavior therapy idea. If they can help me there, I should go there.
No.
Oh.
I don't think she wants Tony to leave.
Distinct feeling that you're giving me the boot. What's the matter? Come on. Tell me, what's the matter?
Go sit over there.
She gonna say?
Tony's never seen her like not put together.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to say something?
No.
Wow, what an ending. All right, that was episode 3 and 4 of The Sopranos. What'd you think?
Damn. I guess, okay, we'll start with episode 3.
Okay.
Big moment with Christopher. He's officially a made man.
Yeah, moves on up.
I love Adriana. I love watching the way that she supports Christopher no matter what.
Yeah.
Like she was ready to kill him when he was gonna leave again when they had plans. But she was so proud of him, ready to like make a life together, get a loft or whatever that may be.
Because even Christopher was like, you're putting in your notice and like no woman of a made man hosts and stuff. So like he was obviously excited for himself, but also about their life together.
Yes, to share that. So their relationship is not always good. It's
no.
a bit toxic, but I love seeing the way that she supports him. They obviously love each other very much.
Yeah. And as wonderful as it was for Christopher to get the promotion, it came with a ton of responsibility and a ton of stress to the point where Christopher was just like in bed hiding from his phone.
Yeah, it's crazy because I guess when you're at the bottom, you just think like you're working for this position, like you're working for the above. But it's like, look at Tony. Everyone knows the amount of stress that he's under and that he's now in therapy. Like it's not a secret at this point. So kind of silly for Christopher to think that things wouldn't be exponentially more difficult the higher he got.
Right. I mean, he probably thinks like, oh, more money, or he sees the people above him and all of the stress that he's under, but he doesn't realize all of the stress that the people above him are because there's still someone above them. Like there's always a hierarchy. And even at the top with Tony, he still has to deal with New York, who I assume is above him. And he has to deal with everyone below him and all of their problems.
Right. So he was obviously very stressed. The fact that Paulie gave him the whole sports gambling portion of it. Obviously, he didn't really know a lot about sports going into this. It didn't really seem like he knew what he was doing, and he wasn't really listening to the people that did.
Yeah, it seemed like he was doing okay with a lesser degree of responsibility. But then once he was overseeing everything, he was losing money quick.
Yeah, I'm glad to see he didn't like turn to like drugs or anything like that. But I mean, Paulie had to set him straight immediately, which is one of those things. It's like when you work with friends, like this is the shit that can go down. So Chris tried to pull that card and Paulie was not having it.
Yeah, I mean, Chris was like, come on, you know me, I'm good for it. And Paulie was like, it's not about that. Like, we have rules and we follow rules. So yeah, he kind of buried himself into a hole, but then kind of got out of it. But the way that he got out of it was bringing in Jackie Jr. into a hit onto a concert and something. That didn't go over well with Tony or anyone.
No.
So it's going to be interesting to see Christopher navigate this extra layer of responsibility because he does tend to kind of fuck things up quite often.
Yeah.
Yet we're always rooting for him. I feel like out of anyone on this show, I root for maybe Christopher the most.
Which is funny because in the beginning, or maybe it was just me, I hated Christopher.
Yeah,
at the
but
get-go.
In the beginning, he was like ultra fucking everything up. But then you start getting glimpses of his potential, I guess. And now it's just so clear, like, he is pretty much one of Tony's sons.
Yeah.
So you root for him, but it's stressful for sure for him.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work. He shouldn't have just gone out immediately and bought a Range Rover, which I think was part of the reason. Like, you're looking at Adriana, she's still hosting. She didn't just up and quit her job. Like, there's gonna be a transition period, and he's eventually, hopefully, as long as he does well, is gonna continue to move up and to establish himself more. But he just immediately, as soon as he was made, just went to all of the good things that were going to come, but they're probably going to take time to get there.
Yeah, you got to get through some bad still.
Yeah.
But that was an interesting situation for sure. We have Tony with a pretty substantial breakthrough in therapy.
Yeah, the whole meat aspect, which is funny because food is such a large part of the show. I said it, I think, at the 3rd episode. The show always makes me hungry.
It does. It always makes you hungry.
So it's interesting that it got tied back into food, and the way that we saw that was brutal.
And it wasn't even just like food. It was tied into, obviously, the violence of the world. It was tied into the fact that he was excited by the violence. And then it was tied into the family dynamics with like the free food coming home, the aspect of like the wife not even questioning or caring about why are they getting free meat delivered every week. The sexual aspect of it all, whereas like sex is a huge part of this show as well. So it was so much was tied into meat, which is crazy.
Right. It's been a very slow burn, but Dr. Melfi got there.
Yeah, that was a big breakthrough.
Yeah, so I'm very interested to see kind of how they're going to deal with that. But in speaking about his attacks, then we also have AJ.
Yeah.
AJ had his first kind of overwhelming anxiety attack on the football field.
AJ was definitely acting suspicious, and he kind of has been for a while. There seems to be positive things going on. Like, he probably has a lot of friends on the football team. He's excelling on the football team. His dad is, you know, there watching the game, trying to hang out with him after the game, trying to watch football with him. Like, there's a lot of positivity going on in his life, yet he seems just super down about college. And he had those remarks of like, why would I even go? Everyone's smarter than me. I'll just be like a freak. Or no, he called everyone else freaks. He also has this like weird connection with Meadow. I mean, I don't say weird. It's not like they've ever had like a sibling rivalry.
But he seems like to be clinging on.
Yeah, he's like clinging on to Meadow.
Right, as she's gone now. Like, they didn't seem to have that relationship when she was home.
No, not at all. So there's differences going on with AJ. Obviously, he's like a young teenager, so he's probably going through a lot. But it's really interesting to see the aspects of his dad playing out in him, where now he is passing out as well.
Right, and we learned that Tony's dad also had this.
Yeah, so far it's going from generation to generation.
Yeah, so I don't know what that's gonna mean for him, if they're gonna try to nip it in the bud while he's young, or if this is something that he's gonna like continue to be stuck with without dealing with it.
Yeah, because as far as I know, no one seems to know.
No one said anything, but I highly doubt that the school would not have at least called Carmela to been like, hey, your son fainted.
That's true. You would think that they would have.
Yeah.
Unless the football coach was like, oh, just run it off. Like, just another concussion. So yeah, I mean, definitely changes to the family. We still have a ton of issues. I mean, one main issue between Tony and Meadow.
Yeah.
That seems to have no resolution in sight.
Obviously, Tony is 1,000,000% in the wrong in this situation.
Yeah.
But I don't think that he's ever going to acknowledge or apologize for it. So I don't know how they get past this, or do they get past this?
I have no idea. Like, this could be a serious problem for a very long time because Tony is very stubborn. So I don't see that changing anytime soon. And it also seems like Meadow is playing like a kind of like a role of like antagonizing a little bit. Like, it did seem like she wanted Noah there and was hoping that Tony would come.
Yeah.
Like, she wanted a fight to start.
Yeah, obviously she's mad and she has every right to be, and obviously Noah's pissed as well. But it is odd that she went that direction, I think.
Yeah, I mean, that was like the first thing she said. It was like, oh, where's dad?
Yeah, I guess I would have just assumed that like she's away at college. She would have just not talk to him. Like,
Right.
she's not home. She doesn't have to deal with him. She doesn't have to talk to him. She doesn't want to. So I was kind of surprised.
I don't know the resolution to that at all. That could be a bad thing for seasons to come or something.
Yeah.
And then we move into episode 4. It starts a little bit off with the complication with Dr. Melfi still seeing Tony. We have Tony taking Ralphie off of a job and kind of demoting him
or just not promoting him.
I'm not quite sure the specifics, but clearly Ralphie was not pleased.
Yeah.
We also have Ralphie almost taking Jackie Jr. under his wing, like taking him on a trip to beat someone up. That's not good. I mean, Jackie Jr. is supposed to be kept away, and if anything, he's like under one of the more toxic new characters that we have.
Yeah, I think he's getting pulled in, but I don't think that he is mad about it. I think he kind of likes being a part of it.
Oh, Jackie Jr.?
Yeah.
No, I think he's going to be a serious role player or something.
Yeah.
It's just where? Like, is he going to be good or bad? But all of that is minuscule to the biggest thing that happened in episode 4.
Right. So we've mentioned this in other reactions to movies and other things that we cannot say the R word. So we're not going to say it. But that was probably the most disturbing scene like that I've ever seen.
It was incredibly graphic. It was long. And I think the thing that was so disturbing about it was it seemed just real. Like, it seemed like we were watching footage of something that really happened.
Yeah.
That was rough. That was bad.
No, that was so bad. I mean, it literally brought me to tears. I mean, it's freaking scary to be a woman in general, like, especially in like those types of situations. Like, you're never in a parking garage and not literally like looking around. Like, you don't go outside with both of your headphones in. Like, these are just all things that you just don't do because of situations like this.
Yeah.
And you get distracted like this, and then this shit happens, and it's like, now she's blaming herself. I mean, she's not, but it's like, it's coming up that it's like, well, I should have done this or whatever, when it's like, no. It just comes down to this freaking psycho, disgusting man did this to you, and it had nothing to do with you.
Yeah, I mean, they played with that, with her kind of bringing up situations that were in her control to change, or they had her husband handle the situation horribly.
Very poorly.
Where he was like, oh, how many times did I tell you to, not walk to your car late at night or something from your office? It's like, you think that's the best thing to say right now?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, the whole situation was disgusting, and the resolution or lack of one is troublesome also.
It's honestly infuriating. I mean, this type of thing happens all of the time, but for there to have been like a loophole, essentially, for this guy to just get off. This is someone that lives in her town, obviously near her work, but now also where she frequents, like where she eats. He had no priors.
A very interesting thing. I almost feel like this was targeted.
I don't. I think that guy is just so, like, such a sicko, but I don't think that it was a target on her. But obviously there's a first time. Like, you have freaking serial killers, and the first time that they decide to murder someone, they don't have any priors either. Like,
right, there's a start to anything.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but just the fact that he just got off, and then for her to go into that restaurant and see his face plastered on the wall.
Employee of the month. I mean, the infuriating part too is that they caught him shortly after, and he had her possessions on him. I assume she got a couple scratches in or something because they were digging some stuff from underneath her nails.
Yeah.
And she had every ability to ID him. Like, this wasn't some masked guy who like knocked her out and then she just woke up or something.
Right.
This should have been such a, open and shut case, if that's the way to say it. But he's off, and he's, like you said, in her community, obviously close enough where she accidentally stumbled into his place of work.
Yeah, and I mean, if he got away with it, who's to say that he's not just gonna keep doing that?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just infuriating to just even know that happened to her. Obviously, the show does a lot with like playing with good and bad.
Yeah, like the morality of a situation.
Yeah, like Tony is a horrible person, but Tony is, in this show, is our protagonist. So we talked about it pretty in depth in the last reaction, that you're like rooting for Tony because he's the main character and you're following along with him, but he is a terrible person. He's a murderer, he's a mobster, like all of those things. But that's just bringing me fully around to the fact that Dr. Melfi is such a good person, and her wanting like justice for herself, I feel like is completely okay. Should there be like a revenge thing? Morally, no. But I mean, yes. Like that's literally all I want to see is,
yeah. Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, is Tony take care of this person for her, and I hope it's horrible, but it's a show.
Right, it's a TV show, so we're talking in terms of TV show.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, totally agree. I mean, you have Dr. Melfi struggling with this. Should I not?
Yeah.
You even have her other like therapist guy be like, well, civilization, like shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah.
And there's got to be some sort of power, hopefully maybe some sort of relief in the fact that she knows, I know his name, I know where he works, and one word to this guy, he will not only be dead, but he will be tortured and then killed. Or maybe just tortured for a very, very long time and then killed.
Yeah.
Whatever she wants will be done to him. So it's weird because the show does a very good job. It's not like that was the first thing. Obviously, it was in the hands of the police first. Mm-hmm. That system failed. If that fails, you need a backup system. Tony's your backup system.
Yeah, and I mean, she's just kept it so professional with Tony, and it's been very hard for her to treat him. I mean, the fact that she had to start therapy, I'm really gonna say because she's treating Tony. I mean, I'm sure, it's good for her to get other things out as well, but majority of her sessions are about Tony.
If it wasn't for Tony, she wouldn't need extra therapy. Probably. I think that's probably pretty clear.
Yeah, probably.
But talking about like the good and the bad and stuff, obviously Tony, terrible person. We have example after example of why he's horrible. But then you also are given these moments of really sweet or very caring or something. I don't think anyone had a better response to Dr. Melfi than Tony. And Tony doesn't even know the whole situation.
He doesn't even know what happened, and he was there for her.
Like to just walk over and like try to like figure out what's going on and comfort her and back off when she said to back off. And James Gandolfini's, they're both excellent actors.
Yeah.
But even just in the face of just like, he could tell something's wrong. And whereas you have like her husband, and one of the first things he cared about was like, oh, he was Italian. Like it's crazy because you're given these powerful, sweet moments that bad people. It just reminds me so much of more modern TV shows, which I don't think would exist if it wasn't for shows like this.
Yeah.
You have, you know, obviously shows like Breaking Bad or The Boys or something where you have terrible people, but then they give them these very sweet moments and you're like, oh, fuck, that feels weird.
Literally. But the way episode 4 ended, like, just, I didn't know what she was gonna do. I feel like she just has such like a high moral compass in general, but I thought this would honestly, and I wouldn't blame her, would be the thing that would break it. Not to say that it's not gonna come up at some point, but for now,
she's keeping it to herself.
Yeah.
It was close. I thought it was going to end with her saying, you know, this happened to me and fade to black.
Yeah.
But no, she said no. I don't know. Tony, maybe he'll do some digging of his own. Yeah. She said where she got hit. He could probably find out very easily there was no accident there. Mm-hmm. He could probably find out very easily that her car was not worked on or anything like that. And if he still has connections in the police force, he could probably look up any sort of record or anything like that and maybe even find out the case of her assault.
And I hope that he does. I feel like Tony kind of lives in his like own world, and he obviously has a lot going on with his own family and the mob and all of the things. But I think that was like an eye-opening moment for him to see Dr. Melfi so like powerless over her emotions and everything. Like I hope that he keeps that in mind. Tony's kind of selfish, so I really don't know if when he leaves that room, if he's ever gonna think about it again until the next session. Obviously, I would like something to come of this because I want revenge for Dr. Melfi.
Yeah, justice, revenge, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Give it.
Yeah.
I don't remember the context, but I feel like we've had this conversation before regarding Tony, where he has this like desire or like a feeling that he has to solve every problem.
Yeah.
I don't really remember, but this might be a case where he feels like it's his responsibility to do something about it.
Right.
So yeah, like you said, I hope he does something about it. I don't think it's the end of that, but there seems to be big changes in Tony with the breakthrough that they had in episode 3, with him actually writing notes down, and with Tony also talking to Carmela about joining the sessions as well.
Yes.
Like Tony is clearly putting more of an effort, which might mean that he's going to put in an effort to figure out what exactly happened to Dr. Melfi.
I hope so.
So, I mean, just an absolute insane 2 episodes. And when you top that off with the first 2 episodes being insane as well, it's very easy to see why season 3 is a lot of people's favorite, because what they're doing with these stories and these characters, it's just insane.
This show just continues to deliver with just this very real emotion of these characters. Like, it's just next level.
Yeah. And one last thing too, the whole storyline with Janice being a pain in the ass again. I mean, freaking stole a leg when those records were probably rightfully given to Svetlana.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's no way that she just took them. I very much believe that Livia gave them to her.
Oh yeah.
Janice playing the whole like these are sentimental bullshit when she was really just gonna sell them. She's only in that house to try to find the money. She's very transparent. Like,
yeah, she just wants money, and any way she can get it. With the house, with the money buried in the house, with the records. Tony told her to stop. She didn't listen, which is surprising considering she owes Tony essentially her life, and was like groveling at Tony's feet at the end of season 2. And now she's right back to just being a pain in the ass who doesn't listen. The most frustrating thing is Tony now feels like because of family, he has to go to war with the Russians.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna play out or if we're gonna see it or whatever, but Janice just bringing on more shit.
There's just so much going on in season 4 already. Oh, another real quick thing too. We had a crazy shot with Ralphie talking to this new guy who moved in.
The New Yorker.
The New Yorker guy. That does not look good, especially because he just fired Ralphie, essentially. I mean, there's just so much. If we sat here for long enough, we'd keep thinking about thing after thing. But incredible episode so far. Can't wait to see what happens next.
Yeah, very powerful. Always excited to watch more Sopranos.
Yeah. So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you'd like to interact with us on any other types of social media, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, peace everyone.
Bye.
Bye.